keep running, because the light is always there. Even though you can't see it, it's there. Don't give up.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what Jimmy's saying, like the light, it's the, it's a motivation. You have to learn how to motivate yourself because ain't nobody else gonna motivate you unless you're doing something for them. That's the only time you're gonna get. In most cases,
Yeah.
my brothers they motivate me, but in most cases, ain't nobody gonna motivate you. You got to motivate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up in the morning. It don't matter if you got $5 in your pocket. Your motivation should be, hey, get 5 more. Or I'm gonna take this 5 and I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna get to work because I need this later. Or I got my kids is my motivation, or just myself is my motivation.
And
Like
a lot of times when you get down on yourself, just sit down and be still and think it out. You
That's
know what
why
I'm
you
saying?
took the words right out of my
A
mouth.
lot of times you gotta think to yourself before, you know, so you start asking people how you can solve your own problems.
Mhm.
Because whenever you take time and be still and think, a lot of times the answers will come to you on your own.
And that's God.
Way,
I think that's God.
Yeah, that's why I was just about to say what Jimmy just said. Like a lot of time, whenever it comes too much, we always go straight into like, how do I fix, or how do I do this, how do I do that? We thinking not in a way that's going to actually help us. We just thinking in a way to try to go ahead and get things pushed out the way. Like sometimes we really gotta stop what we doing, stop everything that's lock ourselves away in a room and just really like, okay, let me troubleshoot what's going on. Let me sit here and think diligently, progressively, like proactively think about the ways that you can get things back on track for you. It's not always easy at all. So you definitely do have to have a support system with you always. A life is not really something that you need to be doing without a support system. But sometimes we have to do it that way. But it's not something that you should get used to. Always try to make sure that you got at least maybe 1 or 2 people on your side that's gonna keep you pushing through everything.
That's all you need too. You don't need a bunch of people around you, and just because you got a bunch of people, you can have 10 people around you and none of them support you. That's they just around you. Yeah. You need a real strong support system. And hold up, I got you, Jimmy. And don't treat your problems like rowing a boat. Because it's like you say, you got to stop and focus instead of just throwing this problem over here and throwing that problem over there. If you don't never handle it, all these problems are going to compile, and then you're going to be done. So just stop and think and put your joint. That's what I got.
And a lot of times you got to build a positive mindset. Like, even when things are going bad, you got to keep a positive mindset. Like, yo, yes, today was bad. Yeah, it's all good because tomorrow going to be better. So don't depend on other people to bring you up. You got to, a lot of times you got to reach it within yourself and bring yourself up. Don't be dependent on everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people ain't got the energy to build themselves up. You feel me? So you got to reach within yourself and build yourself up. Even though, yeah, I had a bad day. I mean, I had a bad week. But next week will be better. You know what I'm saying? So try to build your own mindset up so that you can try to up